The doctor said the word, and the room went very quiet. Not the room. The room was the same. The fluorescent lights were the same. The paper on the examination table made the same crinkling sound. The doctor was still talking. I could see her mouth moving. But the sound had gone somewhere else. I came back to the room about 30 seconds later. The doctor was explaining next steps, treatment options, timelines, specialists. She was calm and clear and kind in the way that doctors who deliver this news learn to be. I asked the questions I was supposed to ask. I wrote things down. I shook her hand. I drove home. I sat in my car in the parking lot of the medical building for 20 minutes. Then I picked up my phone and I called the person I had been with for 5 years. The person who was supposed to be the one I called first. About everything. About this. He didn't answer. I sat in the parking lot for a few more minutes. Then I drove home. He called back 2 hours later. The conversation lasted 11 minutes. By Friday, his side of the closet was empty. I want to tell you about the months after that, because the months after are not the story you're expecting. Stay with me. His name was Ryan. 5 years. We had met at 26. He was funny and warm and easy to be around in the way that makes you stop keeping your guard up. We had moved in together after 2 years. Talked about marriage in the vague, comfortable way that people talk about it when they assume it's coming without needing to push. He was the person I called when things went wrong. The person I came home to. The person whose presence was so woven into the fabric of my daily life that I had stopped noticing it the way you stop noticing the furniture in your own home. When I got the diagnosis, I called him from the parking lot because calling him was simply what I did when something happened. He didn't answer. He was at the gym, I thought. Or in a meeting. Normal reasons for not answering. I drove home. I made tea. I sat at the kitchen table and I looked at the notes I had taken in the doctor's office. He called back 2 hours later. I told him. The 11-minute conversation is not one I am going to recreate in detail. What I will say is that within those 11 minutes, I understood, with complete clarity, that the person I had called first from the parking lot was not the person I thought he was. He said the right things first. I'm so sorry. That's terrifying. I can't imagine. Then the conversation shifted. He asked questions about treatment. How long? How intensive? What the side effects would be. I answered. Then he said, and I want to be precise about this because precision matters. He said, I don't know if I can do this. I said, do what? He said, this. Whatever this is going to be. I don't know if I'm the kind of person who can handle this. I sat with that sentence for a moment. Then I said, I understand. Not because I did understand, because I had nothing else to say. He said he needed time to think. He said he hoped I would be okay. He said he cared about me. I said I knew. We hung up. I sat at the kitchen table for a long time after that, not crying, just sitting. In the specific stillness of someone whose world has just rearranged itself twice in one day. By Friday, the closet was half empty. He had come while I was at a follow-up appointment. He left a note. The note said he was sorry, that he wasn't strong enough, that he hoped I would understand someday. I folded the note, put it in a drawer, and I called my best friend. Here is the part of this story I did not expect to tell. When Ryan left, in the specific cowardly way that he left, while I was at a doctor's appointment with a note, something else happened simultaneously. People showed up. My best friend Daniela, arrived at my apartment that Friday evening with food and wine and the specific quality of presence that asks nothing and offers everything. She stayed for 3 days. My mother called every morning for the first 2 months, not to check on me, to talk about everything except the diagnosis sometimes, about whatever I needed. A colleague I had never been close to sent a card, handwritten. She said she had been through something similar and that she was available if I ever wanted to talk to someone who understood the specific experience of going through treatment while the rest of the world kept moving. I called her. We talked for 2 hours. She became one of the most important people in my life during those months. My neighbor, a woman in her 60s, whose name I had known for 2 years but who I had only spoken to in passing, started leaving food outside my door on the days I had treatment. Soup, bread, sometimes just fruit, always with a small note. She never asked for acknowledgement. She just left it. Ryan's absence created a space, and into that space came people I had not known were waiting to fill it. That is the unexpected thing about losing someone when you are most vulnerable. You find out who else is there. Treatment lasted 8 months. I am not going to detail the physical experience except to say that it was hard in ways I had not fully prepared for, and that I got through it in ways I had not fully known I could. I worked when I could. I rested when I couldn't. I let people help me, which was, genuinely, the hardest part. I had spent 31 years being the person who handled things, the competent one, the one who didn't need. Treatment dismantled that identity completely and permanently. I needed. Every day, I needed. And every day, people came. Not Ryan, but people. At the end of 8 months, my doctor used different words than the ones she had used at the beginning. I drove home. I sat in my car in the same parking lot. I called Daniela. She answered on the first ring. She said, "Well?" I said, "Well?" She said, "I'm coming over." She came over. We opened the wine she had brought on that first Friday evening 8 months earlier, and never opened because neither of us felt like celebrating anything that night. We opened it now. 2 years after the diagnosis, I saw Ryan at a mutual friend's birthday dinner. I had known he might be there. I had decided to go anyway. He looked the same. He looked, and this is the accurate word, uncomfortable. We spoke briefly. He asked how I was. I said I was well. He said he was glad. There was a moment, a specific, weighted moment, where I think he was deciding whether to say something more, whether to explain, whether to apologize, whether to offer some version of what had happened that might land differently 2 years later. He didn't say anything. I didn't need him to. I had dinner with my friends. I laughed at a story Daniela told that was genuinely very funny. I had dessert. I said goodbye to everyone warmly. I drove home alone. I made tea. I sat at the kitchen table, the same one, and I thought about who I had been the last time I sat there in this specific kind of quiet. The person who sat there 2 years ago was waiting for a call that told her whether the person she loved was going to stay. The person sitting here now knows exactly who stayed and what that is worth. And it is worth everything. I don't tell this story to make Ryan the villain. He was not strong enough. That is a true thing about him. It is not the only true thing. People have limits. Some people's limits reveal themselves in small moments. Ryan's revealed itself in the largest one. What I want to say to anyone listening to this who is in the middle of something hard, who has just found out that someone they counted on has a limit they didn't know about, is this. The absence tells you something, but the presence tells you more. Pay attention to who shows up, not dramatically, not with announcements, just quietly, consistently at the door, with soup, with wine, with a phone call every morning, with 2 hours of conversation about what this specific experience is like from someone who knows. Those people were always there. Sometimes it takes a hard thing to show you where they are. I am well. I am more myself than I was before any of this happened. That is not despite what I went through. It is because of who I found on the other side of it. New story every day. Subscribe so you never miss one. Just wait.